I'm Matt from Unlimited. Merry Christmas, and welcome to this Q&A. Well, ladies and gentlemen, first things foremost, I would like to wish all of you subscribers, all of your families, all of your friends, a very happy, healthy, and Merry Christmas. Or if you do not celebrate Christmas, I would like to wish you all very happy Hanukkah, very happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. Just in general, a very, very happy holiday season. I would like to thank all of you for taking time out of your busy Christmas schedules to post questions for this Q&A. This is Q&A number 40 here on Christmas Day, and I'm currently recording this at 2:16 in the morning on Christmas Day. So if I sound a little bit dead, I apologize. But it has been a long couple of days, but hanging out with friends and family, and one big Christmas Eve dinner, and seeing some family tomorrow, or later today. So that'll be fun too. But for now, we have this Q&A, and I got a lot of questions, but it is 2:16 in the morning, so I'm definitely not going to answer all of them. But I will answer the ones that are answer-worthy, if you get my drift. Christian Joseph Seibel kicks it off. Do you think the Hardy Boys will ever bring their Broken Hardys gimmick to WWE? And if so, do you think it'll get over as well as it did in TNA? No. To both parts of the question. No, they will not come to the WWE. If they do come back to the WWE, it'll be as just the regular plain old Hardy Boys. Do you think it'll get over as well as it did in TNA? No, because once Vince gets his hands on it, they're done. I've said that before. They're done, and it's not even a question. What else? Let's see here. I didn't pre-sort them, so I'm just going through some of the questions. Let's see. Okay, Angel Ernest, favorite Christmas gift from parents? I don't want to go the easy way out and say a video game. Maybe the Xbox One that I'm currently using, but I can't think of one off the top of my head. I've gotten so many good Christmas gifts in the past that I just don't remember. Favorite gift you've given? My wonderful soul. That's a cheap way out. How old were you when you stopped believing in Santa? I didn't stop believing in Santa. I'm just kidding. Now, in my mind, probably when I was in elementary school, only because I actually did believe in Santa, but I kind of wanted to hide that from friends, so I pretended like I didn't, even though I did. When I stopped believing in him for real, might have been the 7th or 8th grade. It actually took me a while. And, that doesn't make it bad. It doesn't make it stupid. It doesn't make me any less of a man or anything like that, if that's what you are all implying. It doesn't make me, a child. It just makes me me. I believed in Santa Claus for a while, and, eventually I found out that he wasn't real, so just moved on. It's not really something that I get upset about. It's not something that you should get upset about. Same thing with the Easter Bunny, same thing with the Tooth Fairy. Just find out it's not real. It's not, it's okay if you believe. Believe all you want. It's fine. I'm not going to have a problem with it. And no one should have a problem with it. What are your plans for Christmas break? Good questions. Good personal questions. I'm probably going to do some writing. Probably going to do some, obviously, more YouTube videos. I have some videos planned for the next couple of weeks. In January, this quick little announcement. I'm going to do a separate video on this, but I might as well announce it now. I'm going to be doing, as you know, I've done the Unlimited Awards for the past 2 years. They've been great, they've been fun, but now we're going to have a little bit more fun. We're going to do an award series covering the worst. And what I mean is worst match, worst storyline, worst feud, worst pay-per-view, worst character, worst this, worst that, whatever the case may be. We're going to do a complete 180 and do a completely different series focusing on the bad of pro wrestling. And you know for sure that there's a lot of bad. That's not even a question. So now we get to have a little fun with it. Now we get to put a little light into it, shed a little bit of light into it. You know, make light of a bad situation, if you will. We're going to do a worst awards series, and that's going to begin sometime in January. Not sure of the exact date. When I do know an exact date, I will put it in the description box down below. Excuse me. And I will also include a link to where you could go vote for these awards. That'll also be in the description box down below when I have it. Let's see. Why do people use pine trees as Christmas trees? I have no idea. Who knows? Do you put a star or an angel on your tree? It is actually Santa Claus. Believe it or not. We used to put a star, but now we found this nice Santa Claus look-alike, and we put him on the tree. So, you know, it would be a little different outside of the box. Favorite song currently? Too many to name, honestly. And it definitely does not come from today's pop. Definitely not. So don't expect me to say like a freaking Rihanna song. It's not happening. Favorite wrestling year? A favorite is 2008. I'm not sure if it's my favorite, but it's definitely a favorite. 2005 was a favorite. 2002. Well, going back, I wasn't a wrestling fan back then. Going back and watching it, 2002. Those are three I can think of. I don't put the Attitude Era up there because I wasn't really watching because I was only like 3 or 4. So, favorite movie of all time, The Outsiders. Favorite Jim Carrey movie. Was it Jim Carrey that starred in The Truman Show? If it was, then I picked that. Favorite Will Ferrell movie, The Other Guys. Who's the greatest comedian of all time? I don't know about the greatest, but my favorite is Steve Hofstetter. Do you like winter or summer? Winter. Winter. Oh, I hate the heat. I love the cold. I hate snow. I can do without some snow, but when it comes to winter or summer, it's winter, and it's not even close. Let's see here. Good for some questions. You guys asked a lot of weird ones, so I'm going to try and scroll through these. Angel also asks, what's your favorite color? My favorite color is red. Top wrestlers of 2016. She asks for top 20. I'm not giving you 20. Top wrestlers, I guess you can put guys like Kevin Owens. That's not really saying much. You could put guys like Roman Reigns. It's not really saying much. Definitely an argument can be made for Matt Hardy. I don't think that's really an argument because, and you'll see if you guys go and watch the Unlimited Award series, you'll know that Matt Hardy almost won the TNA Wrestler of the Year unanimously. He missed out by 1 vote, so, he's definitely up there. You can look at Jay Lethal, you can look at Adam Cole, whatever. You can look at all those guys. Top 5 baseball players. I'm assuming you mean of all time. If it's now, Mike Trout, Kershaw, well, no. Do I want to? Yeah, you know what? Put Kershaw in there. Why not? Altuve. It's a tough one. Altuve, Trout, Kershaw. You can make an argument for Nolan Arenado. You can make one. But I don't know about that. Maybe Chris Bryant. And And I even struggle to put Brian in there. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying he's, he sucks. He's just, I don't know if he's a top 5. I don't even know if he's a top 10. But maybe, I hate saying Bryce Harper, but maybe Josh Donaldson of the Blue Jays. Those are just some. Top 5 baseball players of all time. Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth. For me, somebody like a Cal Ripken is maybe not top 5, but definitely up there. I guess you could say Cy Young, because the Cy Young Award was named after him. He did win over 500 games, so it's got to be up there too. For me personally, Sandy Koufax is up there. Those are just some. Favorite sports team and why? It's the New York Mets. Living in a house of predominantly Yankee fans, needed some kind of a change. I know my dad's a Dodger fan, but I figured, they're rooting for the Yankees. I might as well root for the Mets. Me picking the Mets was at a time when I wasn't really interested in sports, so I kind of just picked them to pick them. Same thing with the Patriots. The Devils I've always liked, the New Jersey Devils. And basketball, I don't care enough about basketball to have a favorite team. But when it comes to the Mets and the Patriots, I picked them just to pick them because I, again, wasn't really interested in sports, and they kind of just came along, and I just kind of started following them. And for the Mets, I follow them all the time. For the Patriots, not so much. Dream job. These all come from Angel Ernest. Thank you, Angel, for these questions. Dream job as a sports broadcaster or a sports writer. Something involving baseball, hopefully. Favorite alcoholic drink? Anything with Smirnoff. Let me see if I can get this. One second, please. Alright. Did I just screw it up? Okay. These questions come from a YouTuber named TJ Rules, and if you're not into wrestling reviewers or sports, sports YouTubers or whatever, I recommend you subscribe to his channel and follow him on Twitter. He is definitely very knowledgeable on professional wrestling, very knowledgeable on sports. He asks some great questions here. We've become friends in the past couple of weeks, so why don't you go give this guy a follow, go subscribe to his channel. Again, his name is TJ Rules. I'll provide a link to the channel and a link to his Twitter in the description box down below. If Brock Lesnar was your next door neighbor, how would you react? I'd do anything I could not to piss him off. If Bray Wyatt was a rapper, what would you call him? The Bray Buzz. I don't know. If Goldberg had his own hair salon, what would you call it? Oh, man. Your hair is next. Name 5 WWE superstars. Can't get over it. Goldberg had his own hair salon. There's so many things wrong with that question. Name 5 WWE superstars that you think would qualify in Major League Baseball. Oh, man. And I follow that up with name 5 NBA players that could qualify. Oh, excuse me. Name 5 WWE superstars that could qualify in the NBA. NBA? Well, let me rephrase. Let me start at the beginning. For baseball, Enzo Amore. He could definitely be a good base stealer. Maybe a guy like an Apollo Crews for both baseball and basketball. I think for basketball, Crews could definitely be a good point guard. Oh, man. 5 WWE superstars could qualify in the MLB? Enzo Amore, Apollo Crews. I'm looking for a power guy. Maybe Do I want to put Big E in there? He'd be more for football. Oh, man, that's a tough one. For the NBA, maybe Randy Orton. He is tall, so that works. If you want me to be honest. NBA, Titus O'Neil, definitely up there. He'd probably qualify more for football, but he'd be up there. Those are just some. I can't name 5. Name 5 NBA players that could qualify in the WWE. Rajon Rondo is definitely up there. When he was still around... No, I don't want to put Kobe up there. Maybe LeBron, because... John Cena does a lot with charity, so does LeBron. They could kind of fit hands in hand. I think LeBron would have a good mouthpiece, so he'd definitely be up there too. But again, 5, I don't think I could name 5. If Chris Jericho had his own restaurant, what would you call it? The Restaurant of Jericho. Or the Burger of Jericho. Imagine he had his own burger joint. Oh, man. If you were Vince McMahon for one day, what would you do? Well, the smart answer would say it would take a lot more than one day to fix anything. But if I was Vince McMahon for one day, I think a lot of people overlook this. And it's a shame that they do because it's so obvious. The one thing I would do, if I was Vince McMahon for one day, no matter what I could do, it was completely unlimited, no pun intended. I was completely free to do whatever I please. It would be to spend his money. The guy's a billionaire. You spend his money. A lot of people are going to say, I'd try to reshape the WWE, or I'd fire the writing team, or I would, suspend John Cena, or fire John Cena, or bury Roman Reigns, or maybe kill Dean Ambrose, or something like that. But, if I was Vince McMahon for one day, I wouldn't do any of that because the WWE in one day is definitely not going to change. I'm definitely going to spend Vince McMahon's money because he has lots of it, and what I could buy with it could last me a lifetime. So, yeah, there we go. Let's see here. I'll do a few more. There's a lot of questions. Brett Litke, what are doors used for? Next question. Is my Sears catalog at your place? Next question. Define light. It's that glowing thing that appears anytime I walk into a room. Why did they call it gravity and not heavy air force? I hate you. How many times do you think Obama jerked off in the White House? Okay, you want me to be honest here? I don't know if he had to, because look at who his wife is. Let's be honest here, Michelle Obama's not exactly the ugliest woman in the world. Who else? What else? Oh, man. From Dylan Messerschmidt, if you knew then what you do now, what college would you have gone to? Now, I don't know if this was meant as a joke. I don't know if this was meant as a little bit of sarcasm or a trick question or whatever. But I'm going to take this as a serious one because it is a damn good question. I definitely would not go to LaSalle. And that's not a knock at what LaSalle does or what LaSalle tries to do. But I definitely, now I just don't see myself there. We're kind of at a disconnect, if you get what I'm saying. But what college would I go to? Honestly, I would stick to the Philly area, and I might go to Temple. Their comm department, when I went there a couple times, was really damn good. And it's like I saw myself there, and unfortunately, it was already my junior year in college, so I couldn't really change it. I didn't want to transfer, because that would have screwed everything up. I want to graduate on time. So, there we go. Walter Main, if you could make one video game, a TV show, or any other media other than a movie into a movie, what would it be and why? Alright, video game Grand Theft Auto 4. And I say 4 specifically because of the story. The Nico story was probably the best GTA story of all of the GTA games. I don't even think there's an argument or debate about it. If you put that into a movie, that would be awesome. In terms of a TV show, Maybe The Walking Dead. It's a popular one, so why not? The problem with doing like a video game one is the video game ones tend to suck. Like you look at games like Pixels, and you look at movies like Pixels and movies like and then I heard the new Assassin's Creed movie wasn't that good either. Once you get into video game movies, it's really, really tough to get them going. It's really, really tough to, make them really damn good. If you had to eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Oh, man. Good question. I may take the obvious route and say pizza. That's a little too obvious, though. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll just say pizza. Why not? Most overrated baseball player ever. Oh, my God. Who do I want to piss off? I don't know if he's the most overrated player of all time, but I've always hated Josh Hamilton. I've always hated him. I never got his appeal. But yay, he hit home runs. That was it. The adequate defender, maybe a little bit less than that. The guy's had his drug problems, his alcohol problems. He's had relapses. He's had the issue with, throwing the ball over, which wound up killing the fan. I mean, I'm not giving the guy grief. I'm just saying, as a player, I never got his appeal. I never did. In terms of most overrated baseball player ever, oh man, maybe Nolan Ryan. And I say Nolan Ryan, a lot of people say, well, he's the greatest pitcher of all time because he threw 7 no-hitters and he got all those strikeouts. Yeah, but he also issued a lot of walks. And for a guy that's supposedly the greatest pitcher of all time, the guy never won a Cy Young Award. That says something. And it says that you're not as good as you think you are. Or you're not as good as people think you are. So, there we go. How much has the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo shaped the current state of relations between Mexico and the U.S.? Knowing what America does now regarding illegal immigration, what hypothetical implementations could have been made to this treaty to help curb immigration issues related to the 20th and 21st century? Well, the smart-ass answer of me says it doesn't matter what they do now because Trump is president. So he's pretty much going to do whatever the hell he wants and we're screwed either way. Would you rather work for Vince, Stephanie, Shane, Triple H, or Dixie Carter? Not Dixie Carter. I want to get paid, people. It's all about making a check, and that's what I want to do, and I don't want my checks to bounce, so it's definitely not Dixie Carter. Man, there's really no winner here. There really is no winner. Shane's been out of the management, or at least the WWE management scene for years. Yeah, I know he's the on-screen GM now, but I'm talking about behind the scenes. We know how Vince is. We know how Stephanie is. I definitely would not want to work for them, and I really think that Triple H is overrated as a leader. I really, really do. So again, there's no winners. If I had to pick one, it might be Triple H, because I'm definitely not working for Vince. I want control over what I do. I'm not working for Stephanie because she's definitely been passed. Let me rephrase that. Vince has definitely passed down a lot on her. As a result, she's pretty much just like him. Shane, again, has been out of management for a while. And Dixie Carter, if I worked for her, I'm probably not going to get paid. So, there we go. It's Triple H. That might be it. Hang on. Okay, top 3 tag teams of all of 2016. Angel Ernest again. Great questions. My God. The Revival. I'm not a fan of the Indies, so I'm not going to say the Young Bucks. Don't dislike the video. I'm not knocking on the Young Bucks. I don't watch the Young Bucks. I don't watch ROH. So I'm not going to pick them. The Revival, I guess the New Day. And if I had to put a third one in there, maybe DIY. Who do you want to have a world title shot in WWE soon? Cesaro. At some point. Please, at some point, make Cesaro a world champion. Give Cesaro an actual real push. Favorite TV show of all time, George Lopez. That came from Brett Litke, by the way. Josh Cowan closes it out. How excited are you for the Trump presidency to start so our world can begin a shift towards a garbage-filled future? Oh my god. My thoughts on a Trump presidency. Yeah, he's president. I'm registered as a Democrat. That doesn't mean I like Hillary. I hated Hillary. I hated Trump. I didn't like the independents. I didn't want to waste my vote, so I voted. Definitely didn't vote for Trump. Thoughts on a Trump presidency? How excited am I? I'm not. I don't think I would have been excited if Hillary won. I definitely wouldn't have been excited if one of the independents wound up winning in a miracle. There's so much crap that he's been saying over his presidential run that I just... it bugs me. It bugs me. And it should bug a lot of you. I don't know why it doesn't. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy holiday season to all of you. Again, thank you. If you want to subscribe to my channel, the logo will be somewhere on this screen around me. Maybe up there. Maybe over there. Maybe over there. Maybe over there. Maybe over here. I don't know. It'll be somewhere. If you want to go back and check out some of the other Q&A videos that I've done, please feel free. Again, a playlist to them will be somewhere on the screen. And then also, if you want to go back and check out the Unlimited Awards that have been posted so far, go check them out as well. A link to that will be posted as well. There's a lot of big plans coming over the next couple of weeks. I hope you're a part of them. Again, Merry Christmas, enjoy your day, and thanks for the questions. We'll see you next time.